Okay, I hope you like that. I kind of just made that because I really like Marina, and it was a really good way to just show you guys the golden rule of cosplaying in general. This video is going to be the 5 helpful hints for taking good cosplay photos. Um, I'm not going to talk about mirror selfies or selfies in general because those are kind of mastered by ourselves. The main hint for that is just to know your angles and know your lighting, and then you should be fine with those. But these are more for like the photos where you're not holding the camera and it shows off your full costume and your face, and it makes you look really good. And so I hope these are helpful, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. Woo. Seriously. Okay, the first rule for taking a good photo is to have someone else take the photo. So usually people want to use like self-timers and whatnot, which is perfectly fine. Like usually people are extremely talented in that. But it's just funner to have someone else with you, and it's funner to have someone, and it'll be much more convenient, sorry, if someone else is, holding the camera and is able to position it just in case if you're too far to the left, or, your head's chopped off, and, it'll take a lot more practice and it'll make it a lot funner. So, 2 is to be comfortable with the photographer. Make sure that the person you choose is your friend or someone that you're comfortable with in general, so that you can laugh with them or have them help you with posing, etc. Because you don't want someone that you don't really know that well, and you're just kind of there and you're just like because you get blocked with what posing you want to do, you get self-conscious, and maybe that's just me, but I just get really uncomfortable with that, and you probably won't get the best results. So everyone looks better when they're having fun, so make sure you do that. And also, you don't need to pay someone to take the photos for you. Make sure that you don't even spend money. Like, unless you really, 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 really want amazing photos, then, don't hire a photographer because that's a lot of extra money. And you can just take your best friend. Even if they don't have a professional camera, iPhone cameras work just as well. And so do, like, Androids and other cell phones. Like, their cameras gotten amazing. So, you really don't need a professional camera. But, yeah, make sure whoever it is someone that you're able to have fun with. Number 3 is to find a good setting. So make sure that the setting is something that your character is suitable in. You're not going to find a lolly in the ocean. So make sure that it suits what the character kind of is in general. Our good places I recommend for certain characters are, if it's a schoolgirl, try to go somewhere that's kind of with a brick background or like a grassy background. If it's someone who's really like a big fighter, try to find like very concrete areas. Try to find plain settings that are pretty good, that just kind of suit it, because you don't want anything too flashy behind you, or else you're not going to get really focused onto your costume and you itself. So, try to be wary of that. And also, try to find a place that doesn't have a lot of people. Like, you don't want to go take a photo in the middle of Times Square, because people are going to be in the background and it's going to become overwhelming, and you don't know who could be there also taking your photo, and that's kind of scary. But yeah, try to find somewhere that's really empty, because then you have more fun. You can go pose in different areas around there, and it'll just be nicer, and it's roomy, and it's really relaxing. So, number 4, find poses for your character. Now, I'm going to use Roanoa Zoro. You're not going to see Roanoa Zoro doing this. You're going to see him doing like onigiri or something. And, trying to find generic poses also. There's a lot of generic poses that a lot of people can use, and those are great. Try to find something that your character itself also has that is conformed to them. Like Roanoa Zoro has onigiri, try to do the onigiri. Just try to find things that your character can do that suits them, and you can go back to whatever they're from and try to find something that they specifically do, and it'll make it a lot better, and it'll make people really recognize you also. Now, 5 is to edit gently. I recommend that you don't really try to edit yourself physically. Like, don't try to make your chest bigger, don't make your butt bigger, don't make your waist smaller. Be comfortable with who you are, because if you're confident with yourself, other people will be too. And, I edit my photos too. I'm not saying don't edit them. I use what do I use? I use Afterlight like all the time. I use it for brightness and fading out and sharpening and clarify. It's really great. And you can use filters and stuff, but I recommend that you don't really use filters because you're taking all these really nice professional photos. You kind of want to make it as like raw as possible so people can really see who you are and see what a great job you did on your costume. Because if you use too much editing, that stuff blurs out, and then you won't really see all the hard work that you did. And also just be true and be happy with who you are and whatnot. Maybe I don't know, maybe that might have come off across wrong. I'm sorry if that offended anybody, but I really am trying to say this as positively as I can. So those are the 5 rules I have. I really hope they helped you, and I hope that you're able to take great photos, and I think you will anyways. All of you are magnificent, and if you all just work hard, it'll pay off amazingly. And Marina was right in the very beginning. Have fun. Um, that's the whole point of all of this, other than making your costume, which is blood, sweat, and tears, as I probably said before. Everything else should be paid off magnificently. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this. Yeah, that's such a bad goodbye. Please comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Give me more suggestions. Please help me out on how I make these videos and how I present myself. I really love all the constructive criticism I can get. So please have fun and have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.